So you've probably heard of Transitions lenses, but did you know they have a relatively new product that is clear indoors, and when it darkens outdoors, it has a really good-looking mirror coating that appears after the lens darkens.
Today, we're talking about Transitions style mirrors.
Welcome to HBE TV, the YouTube channel for Hicks Brunson Eyewear. This is our optical boutique in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we are independent opticians and we fit all kinds of boutique eyewear. I am Daniel Brunson.
I'm Derek Brunson.
And one quick thing before you get started, go ahead if you're new to the channel and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. So today we are talking about Transitions style mirrors lenses. And if you're not familiar with these lenses, they're a really interesting and cool and unique kind of photochromic lens. Photochromic means a lens that is clear indoors and is dark outdoors. Well, the Transitions style mirrors lenses are clear indoors, but then when they darken outdoors, there's a nice, beautiful mirror coating that appears, and there are 6 different mirror coating options. And the way this technology works, just a quick background on the technology that powers it, the Transitions XTRActive lens powers it. And this is one of those lenses that's a photochromic that's extra special because it's reactive to both UV light and to visible light, which means it's one of the only types of Transitions lens, the only Transitions lens that will activate behind the windshield of the car. And it gets darker than regular Transitions signature lenses, making it an ideal lens to put a mirror coating on top of. Because you want this lens for when you're outdoors a lot, or when you're driving a lot, or when you just want to add to the style of your frame. Okay, so Transitions style mirrors, it's all about the style. And so with Transitions XTRActive, there's 2 base colors that it darkens to, either gray or brown. We like to pair different mirror colors with each of those with particular gray or brown color lens.
We like to pair blue, green, and silver shadow on gray, and pink, red, and gold on brown.
So here's a few examples of some of the frames that I have made up for myself. This is one of my favorite custom Tom Davies frames, and this is a Transitions style mirrors in gold. And you can see a little bit of the reflective mirror when it's in the clear state, just a little bit. And the reason for that is XTRActive lenses have a hint of tint indoors for extra protection. But when they darken, we're going to put these under the UV light here, and you'll see what that lens looked like. We just had it on when it was clear. We're going to give it about another 10 seconds or so to fully activate under the UV light. This is just simulating what would happen if we took the lens out into the bright sunlight. So this is my style mirrors gold, and the gold mirror is on top of an XTRActive brown color lens. It's really fantastic when you're outdoors. The XTRActive lens is a little darker. The gold mirror provides additional protection. So this is the gold on the brown. I have also made up one of my Fossifos frames with XTRActive gray with a blue mirror. And so we just want to get a look at what this looks like unactivated indoors. You can see again, probably see a little bit of that blue reflective mirror. I'll go ahead and slide that into the UV light here and watch what happens after it fully activates. And this is what it would look like when we take it outside. So here's what this looks like when it's fully activated. You can really see that blue mirror show up nicely. And there's a bonus feature about Transitions style mirrors lenses.
Transitions XTRActive lenses block 35% of harmful blue light indoors and 90% outdoors.
That's really helpful whenever you're viewing screens indoors. That little hint of tint indoors blocking 35% of the harmful blue light, it helps your eyes to cut down on eye strain and eye fatigue, which a lot of us are looking at screens for many hours during a day, so that can be a really handy feature, bonus feature to have on this lens. One other frame that I made up with a style mirror is this Leisure Society. This has 18 karat gold plating, and of course I put the gold mirror on the Transitions style mirror in gold on this frame. We'll go ahead and activate it, But as Derek said earlier, how many other colors do we have? I just have shown you the gold and the blue. We're going to show you some lens samples of all the Style Mirrors colors here in just a moment. Doesn't that look nice? This is a really good, this one, I picked this one because it's a great indoor-outdoor pair. It's a little bit of an oversized navigator shape, but if I'm gonna be outside in the sun, nice size for really good coverage. And I really like how the gold mirror looks with the gold frame. All right, so we've just shown you gold and blue, and now we're gonna show you some lens samples we have of some of the other colors.
So first I have silver here, and as you can see, we're going to activate that. And
so let's take silver out of the
silver there.
Actually call it silver shadow, which sounds really cool. Who wouldn't want to have a pair of sunglasses with silver shadow lenses? So let's look at red.
Give that a minute to change here.
Yep. And while that's activating, red's up. Red's up next. Let's see what we've got.
There's red.
Yeah, so this could look really cool with a lot of frame colors if you had like a matte black frame, like maybe my Tom Davies here, or there are a lot of frame colors I could see red looking really cool with. So they also have green. Take that under the UV light. So what could you pair green with? Like there's some frames that are tortoiseshell with like hints of green. We carry a collection called Born in Brooklyn that they use a color called green brown collage that I think a green mirror would look awesome with.
There's green there.
Okay, and then the sixth color is pink. So with pink, gosh, you know, we've got Born in Brooklyn keeps coming to mind, but there's like a hot pink frame that they make. We carry a frame of Eyewear by Kirk & Kirk that's got some, they're all made of acrylic and the colors are fantastic, and they have a pink color that a pink Transitions lens would look good. A lot of the wire rim frames that are rose gold, like rose gold titanium wire rim, this pink would look amazing in. So the really cool thing about having 6 different mirror color options with Transitions Style Mirrors lenses is the variety of ways to differentiate and personalize your eyewear style to your eyewear color and your lens color. We've shown you the mirrors, we've shown you what they look like and how the technology works. Now we're going to talk about the pros and cons. All right, so Derek, why don't you tell us about the pros?
Sure. The mirrors are a great way to show your style and create a unique look for your eyewear. Also, behind the windshield activation, they're reactive to UV light and visible light. They also are darker than Transitions signature lenses outdoors and even in warmer weather.
Yeah, so those are some good pros, especially I like the behind the windshield activation because this gives you a really nice pair to have that's really versatile that you can take just about anywhere. But now we're going to talk about the cons. The cons are because this lens does get darker, extra dark, it's an extra-active lens, it does take a little bit longer to fade back to clear than a Transitions signature Generation 8 lens would take. So I've timed signature lenses, they take just under 5 minutes to come back to clear. These may take a little closer to 8-9 minutes before they're fully clear if you've taken them as dark as they get outside. So for some people that want their lenses to snap back to clear as fast as possible, this would not be the lens for that particular case. And the only other con that I can think of with this lens is, I talked about the mirror coating. It's mostly invisible under clear when it's in the clear conditions, but because there's a hint of tint on the back on the Transitions lens, extra-active lens all the time, that means the mirror will slightly show up indoors, which means you'll get some reflections on the lens sometimes. Doesn't bother me, doesn't bother many people, but if you're walking around under lots of bright lights like we have in this room and you're wearing these, you'll see some reflections on the lens at times depending on where the lights are shining down on you from above. So some people that can be bothersome to, other people doesn't bother at all. That's one reason why we have samples here, and I like to suggest people come in and try them on and walk around inside and out and feel what it feels like before they make up a pair of Transitions Style Mirrors lenses for themselves. But I think that's not too bad. Just a couple of things there, and this lens is fantastic when you're driving and when you're outdoors. And so for those reasons, I think this makes a great lens for a second or third pair. Probably not your primary pair that you wear every day, but it's a really fun way to add some style to your eyewear and to have a frame that's a pair of glasses that's really effective at keeping your eyes comfortable when you're outdoors.
If it's time for you to get new glasses, consider getting a pair with Transitions Style Mirrors.
Yeah, like I said, it'd really make a nice second or third pair for you to have on the weekends or when you're out and around. We really appreciate you watching this edition of HBE TV. If you'd do us a favor and make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, find us on the social media channels and give us a follow, leave us a comment, leave us a like. We'd love to know what you think. We'd love to know what your experience has been if you own a pair of Transitions lenses or Transitions Style Mirrors lenses, and what you think about the lenses. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.